So I'm in southern Colorado visiting some potential customers, and I've stopped in this little town called Silverton. And Silverton is a old mining town. The largest gold mine in Colorado was here. But there's a lot of history. As the town is full of history, I didn't know I'd find so much history here. This hotel is called the Teller House, and it's named after a prominent U.S. Businessman and senator and politician. And what I think is really interesting, his name was Henry Moore Teller, is that he really was foresighted in what he saw happening with the Native American lands. So we have what's called reservations these days, but during his time is when they were dealing with that issue, and he warned against it, the problems that it would cause. And unfortunately, they didn't listen to him, but I think that's he was a very smart person, and he, as a businessman, he really identified how greed, really disrupted the way that people think about things properly. And so a lot of what he was saying here is, things motivated by greed don't necessarily turn out so well. So it's a cool little place, and I'm just staying here for tonight, and then I'm not going to be around much tomorrow. But here's some document that I would have to read into that a little bit more, but this history is just stuff you can stumble across, and it teaches you a little bit about things. It makes you think about things a little differently, and how people were, go ahead, yeah. So here's some art. The drawings uncovered on the original plaster date back to 1896 and were discovered beneath layers of wallpaper renovation. While we do not condone these depictions, we present them for context. That's another interesting thing. This is not uncommon, and many places where people stayed everywhere around the world, they, for some reason, I don't know for what some reason, but drawing like this was really common. When they uncover plaster walls, you find all sorts of interesting things that people did. And of course, they didn't have television and stuff like that to keep them busy, so these were the kinds of stories and things they would leave behind. And a lot of it's just comedy or just things that are in people's minds, but some of it also is, there's also history in that too. So I know a lot of the places in the South where Civil War soldiers were housed have lots of these kinds of drawings in them, and they find. So, but they tell you a little bit about the times and how people were dressing, and these were drawn during that period of time. So, very cool, very interesting.